I know you're seeing this right now, and maybe your hands are shaking a little, your heart beating faster, your soul leaning in with quiet wonder. And let me tell you something that will make your spirit sit up straight. This is not a coincidence. The time, the date, the exact second your eyes landed here, it's all written. It's all been part of a divine alignment, because Archangel Michael has been calling your name in the silence urgently, lovingly, like thunder wrapped in golden light, trying to get this message through to you before something enormous shifts in the spiritual realm tonight. You might not realize it yet, but at midnight, your life is going to cross a threshold. And what you choose in this moment will echo into the hours and heavens ahead. Don't scroll past this. Don't pretend your soul isn't stirring. This message has your name on it. Archangel Michael is holding out his sword of light right now, pointing it not at an enemy, but at the fog that's been keeping you from your truth. He's saying, look now. You've asked for signs, cried out in secret, begged heaven to notice you, to send help, to rescue you from the ache you don't talk about out loud. And now, child of light, here I am. This is your signal. This is your rescue. And he's weeping, not with sorrow, but with overwhelming compassion, because he sees what you've carried, what you've hidden, what you've sacrificed just to make it to this day. And he knows, he knows that if you let yourself receive this tonight, something will finally break free inside you. Something long overdue, something sacred. You were never meant to be ignored by heaven. You were never meant to be lost in the crowd. There's a reason this came to you. A window is opening. And not just any window. This is a spiritual portal that only opens once in many, many lifetimes. Midnight is the crossing point before it arrives. Archangel Michael says, you must understand what you've been blind to. There's been a divine shift scheduled in your destiny, and only those whose hearts are awake will receive it. You are being called, chosen, touched with a light that most people miss because they don't stop long enough to feel it. But you're different. And that's why heaven kept trying until this moment. You're being spiritually chased in the most beautiful way. Let me stop you for a second. I know life hasn't been fair. I know you've been strong for so long that even your tears got tired. But right now the veil is thin, and heaven is not watching you from a distance. They are right beside you. A presence surrounds you. A warmth that's not your imagination. That's Archangel Michael's cloak wrapping around your energy, whispering, you're not too late. You haven't missed the miracle, but you must listen now. There's a key hidden in these words, a blessing encrypted in this exact time-stamped message. Your future self is already shouting in joy from across the timeline. Don't betray them by closing your heart. Now you feel that pull, that inner knowing that this message is more than just words on a screen. That's your soul saying yes. Yes to the guidance. Yes to the light. Yes to the rebirth that's trying to unfold inside you tonight. If your soul wasn't ready, you wouldn't even be here. Archangel Michael has been circling you like a storm of light, waiting for the right moment to intervene. And this is it. This is why strange things have been happening around you lately. Why you've been feeling emotional for no reason. Why you've been seeing repeated numbers. because everything has been leading you to this crack in time, this divine conversation with your angels. Pause for a moment, not just with your body, but with your spirit. Really pause. Let every muscle in your face soften. Let your breath slow down. Let your heart become still, because what you are about to receive in the next few moments of this message is not ordinary. It's holy. It's a download from the higher realms. Archangel Michael and the Council of Light have gathered tonight, and your name has been spoken out loud. Not once, not twice, repeatedly. They are preparing something for you, something that's never been given to you before. But they need you to show up fully with open eyes, with surrendered pride, with a yes in your spirit that refuses to let fear steal this shift from you. Pause and let your spirit feel this one thing. You're not reading this by accident. You're being called by name. And if this resonates, don't miss your next divine message. Click subscribe now to stay connected. Archangel Michael will continue reaching out, and you need to stay tuned for what comes next. Now, let's talk about midnight. Midnight isn't just the end of a day. It's the meeting point of death and rebirth. And tonight, something is dying in your timeline, something that has no place in your future. Pain patterns, financial blockages, ancestral trauma, relationship confusion. It's all being lifted, but only if you give permission. That's the sacred rule. Heaven won't force what your soul doesn't invite. So Archangel Michael is asking, will you say yes tonight? Will you dare to step through the unseen door being held open for you right now? Because what's on the other side of that yes is not just relief, it's transformation. The reason you've been sensing strange energy lately, waking up at odd hours, seeing things in dreams, feeling pressure in your chest, is because your spirit is preparing for something enormous. This shift at midnight is not just for the planet, it's for individuals who are ready to finally break free. You are one of them. That's why you were drawn here. Not everyone will receive this. Not everyone has ears to hear or a heart to believe, but you do. You're being trusted with this. This message isn't viral. It's personal. It's targeted. It's yours. There's a reason Archangel Michael chose tonight. It's tied to your birth promise, the one you made before entering this life. You might not remember it, but your soul remembers. You were born with a light code, a mission, a divine path that's been buried under years of doubt, fear, betrayal, and forgetting. But all of that is about to shift. That's why you feel the pressure right now, the urgency, the buzzing in your soul, because the time has come. The waiting is over. You're on the edge of something irreversible and beautiful. The reason you've been sensing strange energy lately, waking up at odd hours, seeing things in dreams, feeling pressure in your chest, is because your spirit is preparing for something enormous. This shift at midnight is not just for the planet. It's for individuals who are ready to finally break free. You are one of them. That's why you were drawn here. Not everyone will receive this. Not everyone has ears to hear or a heart to believe. But you do. You're being trusted with this. This message isn't viral. It's personal. It's targeted. It's yours. There's a reason Archangel Michael chose tonight. It's tied to your birth promise, the one you made before entering this life. You might not remember it, but your soul remembers. You were born with a light code, a mission, a divine path that's been buried under years of doubt, fear, betrayal, and forgetting. But all of that is about to shift. That's why you feel the pressure right now, the urgency, the buzzing in your soul, because the time has come. The waiting is over. You're on the edge of something irreversible and beautiful. If I could let you feel what I'm feeling right now on your behalf, you'd be crying too. Not because of pain, but because of the overwhelming beauty of this moment. Heaven is watching. The angels are surrounding your home right now. If you close your eyes, you may even feel a breeze, a warmth, a pulse in the air. That's not random. That's divine proximity. The veil is thin because something sacred is descending into your atmosphere. You're being prepared for divine clarity, for answers, for relief, but only if you say yes fully, deeply now. And you don't need to have it all figured out. That's the biggest lie the world tries to tell you, that you have to be ready, perfect, calm, qualified. But heaven doesn't call the perfect. It perfects the called. And you, beloved, are being called in this very moment, not for who you've been, but for who you're about to become. Archangel Michael is reminding you that there is divine assistance assigned specifically to you. Angels that don't just watch you, but walk beside you. They know your struggles, your silent prayers, the heaviness you carry when no one's looking. They see the moments when you pretend you're fine, and they've kept count of every tear you didn't allow to fall. Nothing has gone unnoticed. Nothing is wasted. Tonight, something is unlocking spiritually, energetically, and that means old energy is going to try and rise up in you before it leaves. You might feel emotional. You might feel like something inside you is cracking open. That's because it is. Your soul is being reordered, rearranged, reset for what's coming next. And even if part of you is scared, a deeper part of you is sighing in relief because it knows. It knows the storm is ending. It knows the light is rising. It knows this isn't the end of the story. It's the turning point. And Archangel Michael is here to remind you that your life still holds chapters you haven't even imagined yet. There's something else you need to know. You've been prayed for. You've been interceded for by spirits in the higher realm. Someone you loved who crossed over has been advocating for your soul behind the veil. And tonight, they are watching this moment closely, because they know what's at stake. They know how much joy is waiting for you if you just open the door. They've seen the version of you that's free, laughing again, walking in purpose, attracting miracles like air. And they've been whispering to the angels, please don't let them miss it. Please send them the message. Please help them remember who they are. That's why Archangel Michael sent this. That's why your soul couldn't scroll past. You're loved more than you know. Somewhere in the heavens, your name is being sung right now, like a soft chant in a golden temple. It's not because you've done everything right. It's because you're important. You matter. There's something you carry that this world needs. Maybe your voice, maybe your energy, maybe your healing presence. But you've been quiet for too long, shrinking, doubting, blaming yourself for things that were never your fault. Archangel Michael is saying no more. No more delay. No more self-abandonment. It's time to return to yourself, to pick up the sacred pieces, to walk forward, even if your legs are trembling, because heaven walks with those who walk in faith, even when it's just one shaky step at a time. You're not crazy. You're sensitive. There's a difference. Sensitive souls feel the shift before it comes. You've been sensing something was about to happen, and now it's being confirmed. The energy you've been feeling wasn't anxiety. It was alignment. You were picking up on this exact moment, this portal, this spiritual reboot. And tonight is the doorway. At midnight, the veil thins and the light breaks in. But it only enters those who are willing to receive. So ask yourself right now, in the deepest part of your being, am I ready to let go of the old? Because if you are and you mean it, heaven will move on your behalf suddenly, rapidly, miraculously. Sometimes the biggest shift happens not with loud noise, but with silent surrender. So breathe. Let go of the resistance. You don't need to pretend to be strong here. This is a sacred space. You are allowed to fall apart here and be put back together by love itself. Archangel Michael's hands are outstretched. His voice is like thunder soaked in honey. He's telling you that your destiny has waited long enough, that your delay has already served its purpose, that the old version of you is being gently laid to rest so the real you can rise. Don't look away. Don't doubt it. This is your divine unfolding. God has not forgotten you. I know you've questioned it. I know there were nights you screamed at the stars asking if anyone was listening. But heaven has always been listening. Every sigh, every whisper, every moment you held back tears so others wouldn't worry, it was recorded. And now justice is being served, not by punishing others, but by blessing you, by restoring everything you thought was permanently lost. That's what this message is, a divine order for restoration. Archangel Michael is commanding that the years of drought in your spirit be replaced with floodgates of favor. But again, you must agree. You must allow it in. Sometimes the biggest shift happens not with loud noise, but with silent surrender. So breathe. Let go of the resistance. You don't need to pretend to be strong here. This is a sacred space. You are allowed to fall apart here and be put back together by love itself. Archangel Michael's hands are outstretched. His voice is like thunder soaked in honey. He's telling you that your destiny has waited long enough, that your delay has already served its purpose, that the old version of you is being gently laid to rest so the real you can rise. Don't look away. Don't doubt it. This is your divine unfolding. God has not forgotten you. I know you've questioned it. I know there were nights you screamed at the stars asking if anyone was listening. But heaven has always been listening. Every sigh, every whisper, every moment you held back tears so others wouldn't worry, it was recorded. And now justice is being served not by punishing others, but by blessing you, by restoring everything you thought was permanently lost. That's what this message is, a divine order for restoration. Archangel Michael is commanding that the years of drought in your spirit be replaced with floodgates of favor. But again, you must agree. You must allow it in. You've been on the edge of breakthrough before and pulled back. Maybe because of fear, maybe because of doubt, maybe because the pain felt safer than the unknown. But not this time. This time is different. This time is divine. This time your yes will trigger a divine intervention that won't be stopped. That's why this message came with so much intensity. Why it carries weight in your chest. Why you feel like crying and don't know why. It's your soul recognizing its home. It's your heart remembering its mission. And it's time. It's finally time. There's a light waiting for you on the other side of this night. A clarity you haven't felt in years. The fog is lifting. The confusion is clearing. And when midnight strikes, heaven will shift something in your life. It might not be visible at first, but you'll feel it. The next time you wake up, something will be different. The weight will be lighter. The path will be clearer. The opportunities will be undeniable. But you must honor this moment with stillness. Don't rush. Don't distract yourself. Let yourself feel what is unfolding here. Archangel Michael is closer than ever, whispering, "I've got you now. I'm not letting go." You were never meant to carry this alone, that ache you've been living with, the silent pressure on your chest, the voice in your head that tells you just survive one more day. That's not your truth. That's not your divine inheritance. That's the residue of a storm you were meant to outgrow. And tonight is when heaven rips that old script from your soul and rewrites your reality in golden ink. Archangel Michael is standing at the gate of your next chapter. Sword drawn, wings open wide, voice trembling with both authority and love, saying, "Let them go now, they are ready. Let the miracles begin." This is why you've been seeing the number 13 everywhere. Why time seems to pause around certain thoughts. Why songs and signs and strangers have been delivering strange feelings that won't leave you. It's all connected. Nothing is random right now. Nothing. The angels are speaking louder than they have in years. They're not just asking, they are declaring that this is your window, that you must respond. That if you say yes, truly yes, before midnight, then the locks will fall off your finances, your love life, your clarity, your purpose, your path, your peace. And when the clock hits 12:00, the realm of heaven will stretch open its arms wide enough for you to walk into your restoration. Take a moment. Ask your soul quietly but honestly, what if this is really the turning point I've been begging for? What if all the delays, all the heartbreak, all the confusion were just building up to this divine release? What if tonight is the night your name echoes through heaven, not as someone lost, but someone who's ready? What if you were born for this kind of shift? These are not fantasies. These are prophecies awakening. You are the prophecy now. And Archangel Michael is not whispering anymore. He's roaring through your bloodstream, through the magnetic force that brought your eyes here, through every divine breadcrumb that pulled you toward this exact second in time. Don't be fooled by your doubt. Doubt is only loud when something holy is about to be born, and something holy is moving inside you. You can feel it, can't you? Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. The tone that unlocks wealth in your brain. You ever hear a sound that gives you chills? That's not a coincidence. Your brain reacts to certain frequencies by releasing powerful signals. Signals tied to focus, confidence, and even financial luck. Ancient Egyptians used sound inside pyramid chambers, not for rituals but for activation. And now, the exact tone they used has been recreated. Just listen. Your mind shifts, and the abundance you've been trying to attract starts showing up. Financial opportunities, inspired ideas, unexpected blessings. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. Listen now and activate your wealth centers. You don't have to believe it. You just have to feel it. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. The lump in your throat, the pull in your chest, the stillness in the room. That's the spiritual realm settling over your timeline like a cloud of destiny. The vibration is rising. Heaven is near. Your angels are surrounding your energy, adjusting your vibration, clearing spiritual blockages that have held you down for years. But they need your permission. They need you to say, I receive. Say it now. Whisper it. Even if your voice shakes, say it like your next life depends on it, because in a way it does. There are things you've given up on silently, painfully, secretly. You stopped praying for it, stopped hoping, stopped believing it could still come true. But God did not stop working. Heaven has not forgotten your petition. You laid it down, but they picked it up. And tonight they are returning what was lost. Not in the same way you expected, but in the way that is divinely perfect. There is money coming, a reconciliation, a letter, a miracle, something that will shake the dust from your soul and remind you why you never gave up even when you wanted to. This is not wishful thinking. This is divine scheduling. You're in alignment now. Do you feel that tingling in your hands? That heaviness behind your eyes? That's not fatigue, that's frequency. Your body is catching up to what your spirit has already seen. Archangel Michael is lifting something off of you now. An old contract, a lie you believed about your worth, a generational wound that has kept you repeating the same lessons in different faces. And now it breaks. Now it ends. Now it shifts because you finally arrived. You answered the call. You opened the message. And the universe will not let this obedience go unrewarded. That's a divine law written long before your doubt even existed. Before I continue, I just want to say this from my heart. If you are still here listening, I know this message has touched something deep inside you. And if it has, then you mean to stay connected. This is not just another video. It's part of something much bigger than unfolding in your life. So if you feel it too, don't forget to subscribe. Not for numbers, but so you never miss the next message your soul has been waiting for. Now take a deep breath and keep going. There are things you've given up on silently, painfully, secretly. You stopped praying for it, stopped hoping, stopped believing it could still come true. But God did not stop working. Heaven has not forgotten your petition. You laid it down, but they picked it up. And tonight they are returning what was lost. Not in the same way you expected, but in the way that is divinely perfect. There is money coming, a reconciliation, a letter, a miracle, something that will shake the dust from your soul and remind you why you never gave up even when you wanted to. This is not wishful thinking. This is divine scheduling. You're in alignment now. Do you feel that tingling in your hands, that heaviness behind your eyes? That's not fatigue, that's frequency. Your body is catching up to what your spirit has already seen. Archangel Michael is lifting something off of you now. An old contract, a lie you believed about your worth, a generational wound that has kept you repeating the same lessons in different faces. And now it breaks. Now it ends. Now it shifts because you finally arrived. You answered the call. You opened the message, and the universe will not let this obedience go unrewarded. That's a divine law written long before your doubt even existed. Tonight is not just about midnight. It's about permission. It's about sacred alignment. And when you feel the pull to cry, cry. That's spiritual water clearing your vision. When you feel tired, rest. That's heaven laying your burdens down for you. When you feel strange peace settle over you, that's your confirmation. And if all of this feels like too much, like you're being pulled into something too big to understand, good, that's how you know it's God. Real shifts always begin where your understanding ends. So let go. Let it happen. Let yourself be held by something greater than your wounds. You've been strong long enough, but strength without surrender is survival, not revival. Archangel Michael didn't come just to make you feel better. He came to rescue your timeline. He came to remind you that you are not late, not forgotten, not small. You are a chosen soul, and what's coming into your life is too important to ignore. Your legacy, your voice, your healing, your calling, they are not optional anymore. The world needs you in your highest form. That's why this message found you. That's why your heart feels like it's remembering something you never knew you forgot. Let this be the moment. Let this message be your altar. Let your tears be your prayer. You don't need a building or a ritual or a title. You just need this moment. This opening in the spirit. The portal is here now, and you are standing at the threshold. Midnight will come, and when it does, the shift will begin. You will wake up tomorrow and nothing will be the same. Not because of magic, but because you were ready. Because heaven never forgot the promise you made with God before this life began. And because tonight that promise is being fulfilled. There is a reason this message had to be delivered like this. Through invisible waves, through a voice you've never met, through divine technology that God Himself is using to bypass every wall and reach your spirit. Because if someone had told you face to face, your logic might have blocked it. But now you're alone, and it's just your soul and heaven. And that is exactly how miracles begin. This is your confirmation that what's been hidden from you is about to be revealed. What's been delayed is about to rush forward. Archangel Michael is showing you visions even now, fragments of the future, pieces of light, whispers of what's coming. Pay attention to what flashes in your mind. Don't brush it off as imagination. When heaven speaks, it doesn't always use words. It uses feelings, images, sudden ideas that seem to come from nowhere. Those are not random. That's heaven's language. That's how divine downloads arrive. You've been asking, when will it be my turn? The angels heard you. God heard you. That's why Michael was released tonight with full authority to speak to your soul. Not metaphorically, literally. Something in your spirit signed up for this. And now the power of that spiritual agreement is taking shape in the natural world. You will begin to see people shift around you. Energies exit your life without explanation. Finances open unexpectedly. Dreams return. Healing begin in places you thought would hurt forever. And the most important part, it's not temporary. This time it stays. Take a breath and listen very carefully. You are entering a time of rapid spiritual reversal. That means everything that was used against you will now be flipped to serve you. The weapons formed won't just fail. They'll fall at your feet and turn into stepping stones. The pain you thought disqualified you will become your permission slip into divine favor. And those who doubted you, even the part of you that doubted you, will soon fall silent in awe. Because what God is about to do in your life cannot be explained, only witnessed. The reason this message carries such weight is because you are being called not just to receive, but to remember who you are beyond the pain, beyond the story, beyond the heartbreak. You are not broken. You are reborn. You are not behind. You are chosen. And this shift that begins at midnight is a spiritual cleansing so powerful that entire patterns will leave your DNA. Lifetimes of blockages will snap like thread. The winds of heaven are gathering behind your name. And from this moment forward, every single thing in your life that does not align with your divine purpose will be removed gracefully or forcefully. And you won't have to chase. Not anymore. Your blessings will come find you. People will begin dreaming about you. Opportunities will call your name. Love will be drawn to you in sacred recognition. Because when your frequency aligns with truth, the universe obeys without resistance. That's what this message has been. A tuning fork for your spirit, a recalibration of your divine code. Archangel Michael didn't come to comfort you. He came to activate you. You are not here to survive. You are here to rise. The reason this message carries such weight is because you are being called not just to receive, but to remember who you are beyond the pain, beyond the story, beyond the heartbreak. You are not broken. You are reborn. You are not behind. You are chosen. And this shift that begins at midnight is a spiritual cleansing so powerful that entire patterns will leave your DNA. Lifetimes of blockages will snap like thread. The winds of heaven are gathering behind your name. And from this moment forward, every single thing in your life that does not align with your divine purpose will be removed gracefully or forcefully. And you won't have to chase. Not anymore. Your blessings will come find you. People will begin dreaming about you. Opportunities will call your name. Love will be drawn to you in sacred recognition. Because when your frequency aligns with truth, the universe obeys without resistance. That's what this message has been. A tuning fork for your spirit, a recalibration of your divine code. Archangel Michael didn't come to comfort you. He came to activate you. You are not here to survive. You are here to rise. And you won't rise alone. Heaven is sending people, soul tribe, divine partners. sacred supporters who will see you the way God sees you. They will speak to the version of you that's been sleeping. And together, you will walk through this portal into a life that feels like home. You'll look back on this moment not with confusion, but with awe. This message, this date, this shift, it will mark the beginning of everything, the start of the rest of your life. But don't forget this. Miracles don't just fall into the laps of the distracted. This is your invitation to become intentional. Midnight is sacred. Honor it. Even if just for a few seconds, go quiet when the clock strikes 12. Speak nothing. Think only truth. Let God feel your soul like open sky. Let Archangel Michael stand behind you as your protector, your witness, your fierce and loyal guardian. And when you breathe out, release it all. Every burden, every fear, every delay, let it go. And then watch what rushes in to replace it, because it's already on the way. Your answers, your abundance, your healing, your calling. The delay wasn't denial, it was preparation, and you are ready now. No more fear, no more apology, no more hesitation. You've passed the test. Even when you thought you were failing, you were actually being refined. This message is not just confirmation, it is divine instruction. And the instruction is this: open your hands, say yes, step into the shift before this day ends. Speak it aloud with your hand on your heart. I agree with heaven. I agree with the shift. I surrender the old timeline. I welcome my divine life. Now say it slowly with belief. Say it as many times as you need until something inside you clicks, until you feel peace rise like light from the floor of your spirit. Because when you speak it, heaven moves. When you declare it, Michael acts. When you mean it, the shift activates. And now, precious soul, this is where I leave you. Not because the message ends, but because the work begins. Tonight is holy. Don't let the noise of the world drown out the sound of your own soul waking up. Don't miss what midnight is bringing. Even now, God is closer than your breath, whispering, "This is the one I've waited for." This is the moment they return to their light. Heaven is still watching. Archangel Michael is still with you, and your miracle is still unfolding. Not someday, but now. Maybe you're still sitting in silence. Maybe your hands are trembling a little, or your chest feels heavy, but not with fear, with knowing. Because now deep down something in you realizes something did shift. You don't need to see it with your eyes yet. Your soul already did. The moment you opened this message, the energy around your life started rearranging itself. People who were once cold toward you will feel a pull they can't explain. Financial doors that were rusted shut are groaning open now. And your body, your beautiful body, is finally releasing the weight of years you didn't deserve to carry. This is not a metaphor. This is a holy rerouting in real time. Archangel Michael is still watching over you. You might even feel a strange presence in the corner of your room tonight. A hush, a flicker, a cool breath. That's not imagination, that's confirmation. The veil is so thin. After messages like these, the divine doesn't need to knock. They enter gently, sit with you, wrap their light around your spirit. And even if you can't see them, they see you completely. And they are in awe of how you've survived, of how you've kept going when the reasons to give up were louder, of how you didn't let the darkness become your identity. Heaven is not ashamed of you. They are proud that you stayed long enough to remember. And let's be honest, the shift isn't just coming, it's already started. You may cry without reason, laugh unexpectedly, dream vividly tonight. Some of you will wake up feeling like you just returned from somewhere holy, and you did. You visited the space between timelines, the divine hallway where your soul finally chose light. There's no going back now, and that's beautiful, because from here forward, every second of your life has the scent of purpose on it. Every step you take, heaven walks with you. Now, I know you may have questions. What do I do next? The answer is simpler than your mind will accept. Stay open. Listen more, force less. Pray without begging. Believe without proof. And above all, protect your frequency like it's your lifeline, because it is. What you allow into your mind and heart now is sacred. Only let in what aligns with the truth you just remembered. You don't need to explain this shift to anyone. Most people won't understand, but they'll feel it. Your glow will do the talking. If you get tested in the next few days, don't panic. The test is proof the shift is real. Old energy will try to return, but only to see if you'll open the door. You don't have to fight. You only need to not agree with what you've outgrown. Archangel Michael will handle the rest. His sword is already drawn. His presence already lingers over your decisions. You are protected. You are sealed in light now. And as the days pass, watch closely, because signs will come rapidly. Triple numbers, prophetic dreams, random money, rekindled connections, sudden urges to walk away from something or someone. Don't ignore them. These aren't coincidences. This is the shift in motion. And if you remain tuned in, not only will you experience miracles, you'll become one for others. So if your heart still whispers, more, please. If your soul says, stay with me a little longer, then this is what I want you to do next. Take a deep breath, place your hand on your heart, and repeat softly, I am no longer who I was. I don't need to fight for what's already mine. I allow light to love me now. You don't need 100 affirmations. You don't need a perfect prayer. You just need this one sacred agreement between you and the divine. You are ready now. Midnight isn't the end. It was just your beginning. And now all of heaven is watching what you do with this light, and they are smiling. If you're still listening right now, I just want to take a moment and speak to your heart. This was not just a random video. It was just something that popped up on your screen by chance. This was a message sent straight to you from the higher R, from your angels, and maybe even from someone in heaven who still love you deeply. Everything that was spoken here, every word was mean for your soul at the accent time. I truly believe that something inside you has already shifted. You may not feel it fully yet, but something scared has started. You are not alone. You'll be never being alone. Your angel are so close right now. Archangel Michael still watching over you, guide you, protect you, and helping you step to the life that was always made for you. So please hold on to this feeling. Keep your heart open. And if this message touched even a small part of you, I invite you to stay connected. Subscribe if you feel guided to, not just for another video, But so you don't miss the next moment your soul is ready to hear, I will be here and heaven will be too, always ready to speak to you again when the time is right. Thank you for letting me share this moment with you. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. They hid this frequency inside a pyramid. Inside a pyramid of Giza, there's a chamber no tourists ever see. A chamber that hums with a frequency so powerful, it's been called the wealth code of the ancients. Why? Because those who hear this specific tone begin to experience sudden financial luck, strange synchronicities, life-changing opportunities, not magic, not hype, just sound, calibrated to abundance. This frequency was suppressed for centuries, only now uncovered through sound engineering and ancient geometry. The best part, you don't have to go to Egypt to hear it. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. Click here to experience this frequency. Listen now. If you want to feel the shift into abundance, this is it. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you.